Hi Aries, welcome back to Crystal's Tarot. This is going to be your reading for September of 2020. This is good for your sun, moon, rising, and or Venus sign. Just listen to the reading and see where it best fits for you and your situation. This reading is intended to assist you on your path to your greatest and highest good. Always remember we all have our own individual power and the ability to choose our own path. And this reading is intended to assist you on your path to your greatest and highest good. If this reading resonates, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're interested in reaching out to me for a personal reading or you want to know the decks used in today's reading, please find the description box below. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and start by cleaning our energy. If you can just please go ahead and take some deep breaths and relax into your space and release those airs as you feel comfortable to do so. So inhale and exhale at your comfortable level as you feel guided to. Okay. And again, this is going to be your reading for Aries, for your sun, moon, rising, and or Venus sign. We're going to go ahead and get started. I do wait for the cards to come out. So if you are pressed for time, please feel free to fast forward. You might feel like you're trying to make a decision or struggling to kind of defend yourself in a situation. Might be trying to make a decision regarding what to do with a high-level committed relationship or an education you're trying to pursue. You might be dealing with the church or kind of reviewing different options as far as religion right now. Trying to get education on the different kinds of religions and what impacts them. You're trying to use your intuition to see what best resonates with you, the different things that you can agree and resonate within your spirit and your soul regarding commitments and religions and your destined path. You're trying to make inspired decisions that you feel guided to. You might be worried about a third party and or you're trying to like have a group energy, or you wanting to come together and have something to celebrate with groups. Okay, then you might be wanting somebody to communicate an offer of love, and or you might be wanting to do that. And you're trying to build something so that you can be proud of it. You might be putting a lot of time and effort into an adventure or something that you're trying to develop, like a higher learning or a level of commitment. You're trying to gain stability and you're seeking truth regarding a love option or love opportunity that has been provided to you, or seeking clarification regarding that matter. You're seeking to build a loving commitment relationship or a loving committing relationship with another person where you guys are both having a balanced connection and a balanced commitment. Okay, so you have the Two of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. So it looks like you are looking for a love opportunity that is balanced with you, that is like your best counterpart, and you're reviewing the options that you have right now. And it doesn't seem like there's one that you're really satisfied with. You might have a lot of different options and you're not really sure how to choose or which one to choose, trying to see which one is trustworthy, which one you see lasting long term. You want to have a new opportunity that where you can take a leap of faith with something where it feels like it's honest and genuine and sincere. But you're kind of stuck as to if that's okay. Like if you make a decision right now, would it be a foolish decision or would it be wise? You might feel like you don't have enough information regarding the perspectives or the options that you have right now. You're trying to review everything that you've built in and put into either a relationship, a situation, and or yourself, and trying to see, is that enough? Do you want to continue in those ways, or are you interested in changing those? You're really trying to build something that you're passionate about, but it seems like you're running into some conflict regarding that. With the Magician and the Five of Wands, you feel like you do have inspired action. You do feel like you do have everything you need to be able to put the pieces into play. But it seems where you might be running into energy is with the people around you. They might not see your vision, or they might want to handle your vision a little bit different than what you do. So we're going to do one more shuffle and then we'll get started. You're trying to bring in balance and justice regarding a situation that you feel like somebody tried to get away with something, or somebody was sneaky to you. This might have gone on for a while and you've built up the situation for a while, or you tried to build it for a long time, and now you're just at that point of evaluating, did you get a fair and just reward out of it? Was your efforts reciprocated? And you're kind of just looking at the situation with kind of trying to put your emotions aside and trying to bring in your intuition and your spiritual guidance to get clarification on the matter, because it's something that you have invested a lot of time into, and you don't want to necessarily turn away before it's too quick, but you feel like you don't have enough information, and you feel like for as much time as you've invested, you should feel a lot more confident in the situation than what you do. You're expecting it. You're expecting that you should be more happy with it than what you are right now. And it seems like you're just really disappointed about somebody trying to get away with something. Okay, let's go ahead and start pulling cards and we'll see what Spirit wants to share with us. This is going to be for Aries, September 2020. Aries, September. Okay. So it looks like you're potentially considering ending something that you've been really putting a lot of time and effort into, because you want to have victory in a matter and you don't feel like it's been reciprocated. You might feel like the other person isn't as passionate as you are or as you would want them to be. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and get started. Your bottom of the deck energy is the Seven of Wands, and this is a card that had came out in your pre-shuffle. Anytime there's a card that's repeating, I always say to really pay close attention to those energies. When Spirit reveals a message to you, we obviously want to pay attention, but when the message is kind of like honed in on, it's like very, very particular that there's might potentially be multiple messages within that message, or it's something that you really, really need to hear and kind of focus on that energy as to what that means to you and your situation. So for the Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which this speaks about is having to defend yourself, but being able to do so. Like people might be coming at you either in a conflicting way, maybe accusations or just not putting in the effort that you're expecting them to put in. They're not meeting you halfway as far as doing the things that they were supposed to do. And then when you kind of bring it to their attention as, hey, I don't feel like you're meeting me halfway, they're kind of throwing it back in your face like, what do you mean I'm not? You haven't done this X, Y, and Z. But clearly, it seems like you've put in some energy into something and you don't feel like it's been reciprocated. So now you're kind of trying to evaluate, is it something that you're wanting to continue with or not? And is it fair and balanced? So we're going to go ahead and start pulling our clarifiers. And I do wait for those cards to come out. So if you're pressed for time, please feel free to fast forward. So it seems like you've really lost your passion, and you're not putting any effort. Other people haven't really met you that way, and now you're at that point of where you're just wanting to stop putting in the effort. You want to meet people where they're meeting you. If they're not if they're not meeting you halfway, then you don't want to deal with it. You want people who are going to meet you at the level that you're at, and they're going to be willing to put in the energy, the same energy that you're putting in. Okay. Give me just one moment. I dropped the card. Sorry. And then your bottom of the deck, you have the World card. And this is also another card that came out in your pre-shuffle. So the World card speaks about cycles. This could potentially be about traveling as well. And then with it being with the, to clarify the Seven of Wands, it looks like this is something that is a repeating energy of where you're constantly having to defend yourself of you have a situation come up, you defend yourself, and you think, okay, that's been resolved. We spoke about that, handled the situation, and I provide clarity, and it's done. But you keep finding yourself revisiting or having to redefend yourself regarding similar situations, if not the same situation, over and over again. And you're kind of wanting to be done with that cycle. You're kind of evaluating what your options are, what your movement options are as well. Like if you have the ability to move, if your finances are in order, is there a different location that you're wanting to move to? You're just really wanting to get out of this energy of where you're having to defend yourself all the time, and bring in something that's more fair and balanced for you. Okay, Aries. In your current energy, you have the Queen of Pentacles clarified with the, the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So what this speaks about, the Queen of Pentacles, she is somebody who is able to build long-term abundance. She's also, if female energies are reciprocal, so she's receiving. So she's somebody who has the ability to create great abundance and also receive great abundance. She's somebody that when she makes a commitment to you, she will follow it through. She is somebody who focuses her energy on things that are long lasting. She's somebody that when she commits to you, it's a very solid, sturdy commitment. And she really speaks about building things, creating things, bringing things to life that are things in the like your natural world, like your bank account, a job, a home. She can even speak of long-term commitments as well. Pentacles, they're grounding energy. This could be Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. And then with the Ace of Wands in the reverse, you just feel like you've lost passion of what you've been creating and what you want to create. So you're kind of trying to determine this thing that I'm currently building right now, or what I'm trying to offer someone. Is it something I want to continue to do? You're losing your passion for it. And what's crossing that energy, you have the Death card clarified with the Knight of Wands. So what this speaks about is that there's something that you're really trying to come to a decision about how to transition it. You want to be happy in it. You want to be more content in it. You want to be free within it, and to be able to have passionate endeavors, to move forward in a passionate way. And because you're not getting it, or you don't feel like you're getting it, you're wanting to walk away or transition the situation. In your underlying energy, you have the King of Wands. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and clarified with the Hangman in reverse. So what this speaks about is there's something that you're passionate about that at one point you were willing to put the force into it, you were willing to put action into it, but with the Hangman in reverse, you didn't know how to move forward in it, but now you've reached that point where you're not wanting to move forward in it, and you're just kind of sitting and waiting for somebody else to step up to the plate, kind of. You feel like you've put enough energy into something, and it's not something that you want to continue to do. You feel like if it's going to be fair and balanced, then the other person, they will meet you halfway. You don't have to constantly go to them. You feel like it's something where it's a group energy. It should be a team effort. So if they're not going to meet you halfway, that's fine. You're not going to meet them halfway either. You're willing to meet them halfway and no farther. You're expecting somebody to show you that they're serious, or you're not willing to put any energy into that. In your recent past, you have the King of Pentacles clarified with the Devil card. So what this speaks about is either potentially you might be in a marriage of some sort that you're trying to end, and allow that to come to a transition. And then also the Death card is a repeating card. So the Death card can speak about the Scorpio. And then again with the Pentacles, that's Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So with these energies, again with your Death card over here, which was clarifying the energy, which is the energy that's crossing you in regards to what you're passionate about and putting energy into it and no longer wanting to do that. It might be regarding a relationship. In your main energy, you have the Queen of Pentacles, and now in your recent past, you have the King of Pentacles. And so your other counterpart, you might just be looking at the situation and just saying, okay, it's not enough. They're not willing to do their part. And so now it's time for you to go ahead and make the decision for the both of you, since they didn't want to step up to the plate and have a mature role in the situation. You're willing to build for yourself and the ones that you care about, but you want them to be willing to do it too. You're not willing to just carry the weight for everybody all the time. You want it to be fair and balanced. You want to have healthy relationships where it's fair and it's balanced and both people are putting in the work, where it's not just one person having all the ideas and then the other person's actually putting the work behind it, or where you guys aren't on the same page ever. You want to be on the same page with somebody where you guys are both doing the same work and working towards the same common goal. The energy crowning you, you have the Six of Wands clarified with the Lovers. So what this speaks about is that you're wanting a loving relationship. You're hoping to find victory in that. And you want it to be fair and balanced. You want it to be truthful and honest. You want it to be something that's fair, that's fully forthcoming, where people are meeting you halfway. They're willing to put the work in just as you are, but where you don't have to ask for it. You know that there's, you kind of have an ideal of what you want a relationship to look like, and it doesn't seem like that's where you're at right now. So you're trying to transition that and move towards having victory in a loving connection that you feel confident and secure in, that you're passionate about, where you feel like it's a team effort, where you don't feel like you're the only person doing everything alone, where you don't have to feel like you're carrying the person or the relationship alone, where it's fair and it feels like both people are actually in it. In your near future, you have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. clarified with the Five of Cups. So again, you had the Ace of Wands also in that same reverse position in your current energy of what you're trying to build. So you've lost passion about building something and you're trying to find a way to transition it or put it to rest. And now in your near future, you've completely lost all hope and all passion for that. And you're wanting to walk away from it because you're not happy with it. You're not content in it. It's not meeting your needs. And you're realizing there's something better for you out there. Even if you end up being alone, you know it's better to be alone and be working for a greater good for your relationship yourself, even if it's a relationship with just yourself, where you're happy and you're healthy instead of putting energy into somebody who's just taking it instead of putting it back. It's supposed to be a fair, balanced contribution. And it doesn't seem like that's what you've been getting and you're disappointed in it. And now you're going to be making that decision to walk away. And then also I just wanted to point out right here with your current energy, these are, both of those wands are in the same position. They're both in the reverse. So it's something that at one point you were passionate about. You felt like it was divinely inspired, but you've lost passion for it. So you're trying not to get to that point. And I feel like you've put in a lot of work. You probably tried to talk with this person a lot, trying to get them to understand how severe the situation is to you. And it doesn't seem like they got that. And now it's gone from being your clarifier to actually being the forefront energy in your near future. And it does look like you will be walking away because you're unsatisfied with your return on your offered investment. You've invested and you don't feel like it's been returned to you in a fair and balanced way. You might feel like the other person has been unfaithful, that they aren't honest and fair with you, that they're not willing to put in the work. You might feel used. And so now instead of just having somebody take your kindness for a weakness, you just want to have people on your team who show you that they're down for you just like you're down for them. And if you're not getting that, you're walking away. So you see yourself, you have the Six of Pentacles here with the Queen of Wands in the reverse. And then also I just wanted to mention in your underlying energy, you have the King of Wands in your underlying energy. So it seems like you are really trying to bring in that loving connection. Especially you have the King and Queen of Pentacles, which are the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You have the King and Queen of Wands now. So that's Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. So what this speaks about, and then now she's in the reverse. So queens are receptive. They can speak about our thoughts as well. So you see things as they're not balanced right now, but you want them to be balanced. And you're not going to be putting in any more passionate towards that connection of trying to bring it balanced. You're bringing balance to yourself and not putting any energy into the other person. The Queen of Wands, she can speak about your thoughts of passion, your thoughts of moving things along in a passionate way, inspired action. But it doesn't, with her in the reverse, like you're not going to be doing that. So it seems like in order for you to bring balance to yourself, you need to focus on yourself and meet your own needs. Because even though love is something that you really, really want, and I can tell that with the lovers here, you have the King and Queen of Pentacles and Wands. So it's very clear that you are seeking a loving relationship. But at the same time, it does seem like you're willing to acknowledge the fact that you can't force something. It has to be natural. And if it's not natural and it's not authentic, it can't be real love, which is very true. It has to, like, real genuine love is open and free and caring. It's where it's reciprocated. One person cares about the other person and their needs, and they're willing to put the effort forward and the other person is also loving and caring towards that other person and willing to put the effort forward. Other people see you. You have the Ace of Cups clarified with the Seven of Pentacles. So what this speaks about is people see you as you've been trying to provide a loving opportunity for a while now, a long time, and they see that you're getting worn out from it. They see that you're looking at it and questioning, like, what else do I need to do with it? You might have actually had those conversations with the person you're currently in a relationship or recently ended a relationship with. Whereas like you're telling them, hey, I spent a lot of time and energy in this relationship and it doesn't seem like you have. And if you really cared about me, you would do X, Y, and Z. So what else do you need from me to get on the same page? Or why aren't you getting on the same page? Like, what is it? So you're really looking at the situation and being honest with them and yourself. You're fearing that either there's too many options available and people aren't being truthful or trustworthy for you, and or you're hoping for a lot more new opportunities, fresh opportunities where people aren't backstabbing you, people aren't trying to be sneaky and get away with things, because your current energy, I feel like this is what you're trying to walk away from, is where people have too many options, too many irons in the fire, and they're not being honest and trustworthy. It's causing you to have a lot of mental conflict and probably a lot of difficult conversations as well. And you're trying to avoid this. You're looking for something new, fresh, and something that you can be secure in. You actually might be wanting to take a break from a relationships for a while until you find that stable one. You might kind of have like a more relaxed approach to love going forward, where you're letting other people step up to the plate before you throw everything out there, where they're kind of meeting you halfway. You're looking at the multiple different options that you have available to you, and you're like, okay, I like that option, that one not so much, but I like that one and that one and that one, but I'll see how well that they put their energy into it before I decide where to invest my energy. Because you're tired of arguing and fighting with people. You're tired of trying to push things up the hill. You just want something to be natural and smooth and easy. It looks like your final outcome, should everything remain the same, you have the High Priestess with the Page of Pentacles, clarified with the Two of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. So what this speaks about to me is you're using your intuition to bring in a new opportunity that is something that you can grow, whether it's a relationship or just a new opportunity on how you can do business better and bigger ways to make money and abundance for yourself. And to clarify that, you have the Two of Wands, which speaks about looking at the different options and trying to make a path forward. You might also be considering moving as well. You're really trying to look at where you need to build and how you can build, because you're really trying to get to that 10 of Pentacles. And the 10 of Pentacles speaks about happy home, happy life, happy in every way, where you have all of your abundance, you have your relationship, you have the happy life that you want. A happy life is different for everybody, but it would be your happy life. That's what you're really seeking out. And in order to bring that to you, you're willing to move if you need to. You're really trying to listen to your intuition for guidance as to what direction you should be following. If you look at both of these two cards that are leading, both of them are kind of looking at an object that they have in their hand. It happens to be both of their left hands. No, sorry. It's both their right. It's their right hand. So this, depending on if you're right or left-handed, most of us are right-handed. So the right side would speak about giving. So you're trying to put out to the universe what your dreams are, what your goals are, to hope that it comes back to you. something that's grounded, something that's stable, something that is worthy of your time, your energy, and your investment, worth your inspiration. Because you're wanting to bring in this new offer that will start small, but it will pick up very, very fast. It will grow very quickly, very abundantly, and it will leave you exactly where you want to be. It will bring you great joy, and when you have that great joy, it'll radiate out, and that'll actually kind of start to draw in those opportunities of love that you want. So you're trying to kind of really put your dreams and goals out there of like, this is what I want, and kind of follow your intuition on how to build it so that you can start to go and put those actions into place to make that dream of the life of your dreams and to bring it to fruition and reality. Okay, Aries, this has been your reading for September of 2020. I hope you have enjoyed it. If this reading has resonated, please like, share, and subscribe if you have not already done so. And again, if you're interested in reaching out to me for a personal reading, you can find that you can find that information in the description box below. Thank you.